1st. My name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Black Series Edition LLC. I'm going to be on my way out the door. I got some things I got to take care of, and I got orders I got to take care of for today. Those who placed orders today, thank you so much. I really appreciate your business. I didn't get a chance to finish the entire caption in there for overseas, especially overseas shipping. But as I said before, when you're doing live streams, they only give you so many charters to put up. They give you 60 altogether. All right, so what we're going to be doing at the end of today, we're going to honor the first day. We usually do this exactly on the first day, but on the end of the first day, which will be probably almost near the second, we will be removing from the website altogether our complete, as I told you before, that we have contracts that we are working on, that in these contracts they're interested in these certain screen paints, and it was supposed to be for the distributors only. If the distributors wanted to deal with customers, they could, but seeing down the line, they weren't going to be dealing with them at all. So this is why we have customer-only products on the website for the customers. The gunmetal technology, which will be available shortly, because we have it available now, but we'll have the display of the gunmetal because I'm planning to do my 2 walls in here, which means today I'll be moving all my computer equipment, everything over there on this side to expose these walls so I can get ready to get them prepped and ready so I can start showing it off, because we're actually in a couple of forum sites and they're very interested in seeing how our gunmetal technology, this particular gunmetal technology, is going to turn out. So I have to get ready to get rid of all this stuff moved over here. And again, I got to be out and about today. Let's see what else. Okay, so as of also too, overseas orders, we will not be doing them. They're conflicting with a couple of the other contracts. I have a contract samples that were sent over to Dubai and another sample that was sent over to the UK. So those are the only countries we are doing business with. I'm not planning to expand anywhere else at all, period. As for the places we will ship to outside the United States, Hawaii was one, and Canada is the other one. We're actually shipping to. The individuals that are working in those, but I don't know about Dubai too much. I can't say what they're going to do over there. I do know in England it would be available in England, but I don't know about that. We have a couple places in the United States, people I'm doing business with for what they're going to be doing for those applications over there. But like I said, no one had any plans to be dealing with customers at all strictly companies only. So this is why we have the customer only products. Let me go over here real quick. Pretty soon we have to go in and put these updates into all the shipping policies. So all the shipping policies in here all have to be updated. Our shipping policy itself, the larger one, has to be updated so we can have all that information there. And keep in mind, I had two more websites that I had to go in there, and I had to update all the information in there too also. Let me see. We're not in editing mode right now. We're in live mode. And as I told you before, as this is going on, we have to get some things that have to be wrapped up. And I don't care if whoever's upset over this, don't care at the end of the day. I really just don't care. I've gotten calls from people that are saying, yeah, it's good. It's about time you guys went in and took care of this mess, because people that are slandering our company, trying to make our company look bad, need to be dealt with. This one individual needs to be dealt with. He is a problem, like a very serious problem. And I'm so happy yesterday, actually a couple of days ago, on the 27th, we were contacted by an attorney by the CCB. And they were advising us that we had information that needed to be added. There was just more they need to know. And we had to just explain down through time the stuff that this individual, and then going back and thinking about it, like, gee whiz, this guy really, I mean, he hates the daylights out of us. We're supposed to be such scammers and such liars, and we cheat people at the end of the day. Then why do we have all these demonstrations? Why do we do all these tests? You know, I was doing that stuff way before I even met these guys. I was testing my products out. We're the ones filing lawsuits at the end of the day, not them. You know what I mean? We're supposed to be all these people at the end of the day, all these things of the day. Why are we the ones taking people to court and not them? They're the ones that have no way to defend themselves in these situations. if we're wrong. It just goes to show that this is a person, at the end of the day, that's just how the court sees it. It's a person. I built my company from the ground up. I worked extremely hard to put it together. And it took a great deal just to have people come in and hate on us for no reason at all that we don't even know. We don't know Partey. I met Mr. Matthew one time. He placed the order through our website. And as for Danny, we don't know who Danny was. We never even knew who he was. Never talked to me, never contacted me and said, hey, buddy, I heard such and so, buddy. Let me pick your brain and see what kind of person you are. Nothing. Just came out all out. Boom. All this hatred against me. These are the things, gentlemen, that are going to be brought up in court. So you understand this. The why did it come to this point? How did it come to this point? What gave you the reason to go out and hate and slander my company for no reason at all? This is what's going to come out in court. That's why I explained to Jamie that this is not a joke. At the end of the day, this is extremely, very serious events are going to go on. You're going to be before a judge, and the judge is going to ask you these questions, and you're going to have to answer these questions. What makes you think that my company, at the end of the day, we're scammers and we're stealing from people and we're robbing our customers? Well, clearly we're not. And again, this is what the civil lawsuit is for, because in the civil lawsuit, it's going to go into more detail on the steps that he took to try to make our company look this way by doing fake reviews against our products. Even YouTube's going to be pulled into that. As a matter of fact, what I find kind of interesting is that when we first started off with the following form, the CCB, I filled out the form, everything was there. We didn't even add Wix. We never added Wix in there. We said that when we did add Wix in one part, we said that we asked us where did it all come from, and where did it all start, and we put down Wix, the website. And now they wanted more information on Wix. They wanted the platform. They wanted how long it's been going on. They wanted to know, did you contact Wix? Did you send them information? Did you warn them what was going to happen? Everything. And I said, yeah, we did. They even wanted to know about the, cease and desist orders. They want to know what they were. Did he get one of these? Did he receive one of these? Did he get any warnings from the company? Yeah, we did. We sent that out too also. So now Wix is 100%. If they weren't 100% involved in this, they are now 100% involved in this, including YouTube. They're also placed on those documents also too. Facebook and Instagram were also placed on the documents of places that we did contact, asked them to remove these things that Jamie was doing. Jamie also duplicated multiple accounts. Those accounts were all traced right back to him. And those multiple accounts, he actually used their copyrighted logo and basically claimed to be me at the end of the day. Identity theft. He stole my identity, put my name up there, put my company's logo, and went into Facebook and other sites proceeded to curse out people, call them racial slurs, and then try to redirect that hatred toward my house. That's the kind of stuff he was doing. So not only is he going to be facing these lawsuits, but there are serious criminal charges going to be brought up against him for doing these acts. And before we can move on to things we need to do, he has to go. He has to go. And anyone else that's connected to him also has to be prosecuted and brought into court. Because I work hard at the end of the day. I make all new products for my company. I basically test my work at the end of the day to make sure it works properly. I put a lot of man hours to my work. And I'm thankful that the Lord at the end of the day doesn't allow these demons to come in and take off our table. I'm blessed for that. But when you work hard at something and you have somebody constantly following behind you, grabbing your items, saying, oh, we did a test, oh, this don't work. At the end of the day, Jamie, you have to understand, you have done so much dirt. We have exposed you literally in so much dirt that people now see you for a person, like the YouTuber says, as a person who basically discredits people's work on purpose to make your product look better. You've been outed already. You've been outed on so many times, it's not even funny. You can even go to court and take them to court. And I told you, get a lawyer. Excuse me, I'm still waiting for these lawyers. Get a lawyer, take me to court, show me where I slandered you. Show me where. So I slandered you by showing you on a YouTube video, you, mind you, on the video, cheating people out of products and still selling the product on the website. I slandered you when I said your product's nothing but house paint. Right there is on the video. It's proof, it's evidence right there. You're actually there. Proof that you're selling your customers nothing but house paint. There's a video showing you how to make the product. You made the video. If I say your product is fake and doesn't work, you don't have any test demonstrations, then you prove to the court where you have test demonstrations. I'm not talking about test demonstrations by your customers because your customers don't do tests. You do the tests. There's nothing there at all, period. You don't even have a license to sell in the state of California. That right there can get you in some serious trouble. On top of that, consider the fact that involving copyrights, you stole Frankenstein and made money off their name and never paid him a dime for any royalties whatsoever. Even bragged about having a sale on a product for 60 bucks. Your product, you claim right there. Those screenshots were taken yesterday and sent over to that department to let them know that this person is laying claim to your name and paying you nothing. So yeah, you have now a history of basically copyright infringements, trademark infringements under your belt. Hey, you guys gotten yourself into a lot of trouble, a lot of trouble. Parte is one that I will be taking. The reason why I decided to take Matthew to small claims court, Matthew doesn't have that. He did what he did was wrong. He has to be sued for it. He definitely has to be sued for it. But he doesn't have that mentality, that hate mentality that you guys have. We can see that by looking at him. He doesn't have that. He was coached into doing something extremely stupid, and it will cost him at the end of the day. But he doesn't deserve to go to civil court and get sued for millions of dollars. He deserves to go to small claims court and get sued for 12 grand. That's what we're going to do. That's the decision that was made. So that way we can give you a slap on the wrist. Because the next time you do it, I will send a cease and desist order. And if you continue on, I will take you to civil court and I will sue you for millions of dollars. So we're giving you an opportunity to disappear. As for Parte, sorry, I can't call him Parte because somebody owns the rights to that name. Danny and Solid Week 5, you guys maliciously did that kind of stuff. This is the reason why you're going to be set up at the end of the year for civil court. This is why we have to hire the investigator to track your whereabouts to figure out where you are living at so we can basically get you ready for court to be served. You deliberately did that. So you're definitely, you're malicious, your acts and everything you have done, even the fake unboxings, all that stuff, that right there, yeah, you did that just basically following Crow's hatred at the end of the day, and that's going to result to you losing everything because in those lawsuits, they're designed to take everything from you. We know you don't have $1 million at the end of the day. That's why they're slapping you with $1 million lawsuit because we know you don't have it. This will pretty much shut the door on your future for good. It's gone. Everything's gone for that one. But Jamie's is very serious. It's extremely serious. And on top, like I said, we had attorneys contacting us from the CCB on asking us what needed to be added in, and they were telling us, well, you need to add this, and add that, and that, and that. And they're now going to be actually seeking damages from Wix because Wix went in and allowed the site to stay. But that's basically about it on that end. But that has to be taken care of. That's the business part that has to be taken care of. Because again, this person basically is so jealous of her work that he's constantly going behind is just spreading hatred. And like I said, the extent that Jamie goes through is, which is absolutely insane, is that when I told you about the fellow who came down from Jersey, and I mean, I never thought this guy would actually go that far to do something that dirty, but this fellow came down from Jersey. We talked for about a couple of weeks, and he was interested in some of our screen paint products. He came down from Jersey. He brought down one of his blow-up screens about a couple of days ago. I coated his screen. We went outside. We set it up. He liked what he saw. So that was into that. He liked what he saw. We came down personally, got a chance to walk through my downstairs basement shop, and he liked what he saw. So that was the end of it. So he went back over to Jersey, getting ready to set up for a contract. And I went to Lowe's to go look at some furniture. That's where I went to. And as I'm in Lowe's, I get a contact call from him. And he asks me, do you know a fellow by the name of Crow? And I'm like, yeah, we do know a fellow by the name of Crow. I was like, what's going on? He said, well, this guy contacted us and told us not to do business with you because you are a scammer. That's the kind of dirt this guy does. This is why we don't show contracts anymore. We used to be happy and say, hey, look, we got a contract, we got blessed, you know what I mean? We're showing up for contracts, and we made a big mistake doing that because we didn't think anybody would be that low to basically probably freeze the video, blow it up, and look at the name and number on it and contact these people and act like that. We thought he had more common sense than that, but he just doesn't have that. So that's the reason why we had people saying, oh, show us your contract. No, we don't show contracts because of that. I'm not stupid at the end of the day. I learned from making major mistakes, and that was a major mistake to make. because I thought people would be a little bit more mature when it came to that. So that's why we don't show contracts, because of what that individual did. Did the fellow drop our contract? No, because he was there at the house. He saw the product. He talked to me in my action. He saw the product himself. He was disgusted at Crow. And Crow, like I said the other day, what do you call yourself, Jamie? You have a lot of bad blood with people I do business with, and people I don't know you at the end of the day as being a very dirty, deceitful individual. They wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole. And that's the same thing that guy said. That is dirty and very deceitful to do something like that. So you outed yourself for who you are at the end of the day. Your credibility is gone. But still, even with that all in all, even though the fact that our business is still blessed at the end of the day, I have to do what has to be done, and I have to take you to court and file our lawsuit. Our lawsuit's already filed, and do what has to be done. There you go, buddy. I filed yesterday again. They want more information from me. Successfully went through with no problem whatsoever. These are the attorneys that were contacting us back and forth. This is real. When I tell you that, this is legit. This is real. You will see me in a court between me, you, and a judge, and you're going to have to explain everything that you did. Most of all, you're going to have to prove that we gave you permission to do this. And if you don't, you're going to lose a lot of money is going to come out of you. And we will be getting criminal charges. I'm going to let you know different. I will be filing. And then you will see me again, because I'm going to file again against you in small claims court for touching the batch number on the 2.0. Oh, we haven't forgot about that. And then you'll see me again at the end of the year for civil court, because I'm going to sue you for a couple $1 million. We know you don't have it. That's not the point. It's to put those heavy liens on you. That's what it's for. We can show when we go to civil court that we filed 2 lawsuits and won. You have a history of doing this. That's what we're building, a history on you. Now, gentlemen, once we have completed taking you to court, when we take you to civil court, we file those lawsuits, then I will take you back to court for criminal charges. We're going to sue you. Actually, we're going to file criminal charges for conspiracy charges will be filed against you to show that you guys all plotted together. Unfortunately, Mr. Matthew, you will be involved in this one. So you will need to get a lawyer for chances are you'll probably get, if you have this first time doing this, but then again, you did do it multiple times on your account, which we can prove at the end of the day that you did do this multiple times. If you did it one time, that would be an easier way for you to basically get some kind of slap on the wrist, some fine, or what they may do at the end of the day. But it showed you did it multiple times. So that's going to be a little hard. And then it shows basically conversations you had back and forth with these individuals that were plotting to try to take out my company. So you're going to have to deal with that. Again, I can't help you out with that one anyway whatsoever. Pretty sure you can get an attorney, keep yourself from getting locked up. All right. Well, with that being said, I got to go back here and get back to this, because this is business. It's still all business at the end of the day. That we have to take them to court. And so anybody else who feels that we're wrong by doing this, do me a favor. Get off my channel, unsubscribe, and don't buy any of my products. Because everybody else that I talked to about this said this should have been done a long time ago. Jamie, the reason why you weren't sued, and when I talked to the judge and he asked me, well, Mr. Bird, how come you haven't filed a lawsuit against this individual? You're filing it now? Because we show more respect for your family than you do at the end of the day. This is what's going to come out in court, because we do. We show more respect for your own blood, your own family. You're a grown man, as I said before. You're a father. At the end of the day, your job is to take care of your family, not your arrogance or whatever crap that is at the end of the day. You're not even a man at the end of the day. I don't know how you call yourself a man. You're not a man. A man knows how to be humble and knows how to back down. We sent you an order telling you to back the freak down on July the 21st. You're not even a man. I could have filed a lawsuit against you anytime I wanted to. The reason why a lawsuit wasn't filed against you is because I felt that your family should not have to go through that process. And we gave you multiple chances, even sent the court order to tell you to back down, so you can go, okay, this is getting serious. Let me knock this stuff off. You didn't do that, did you? You just kept on going. Just like yesterday, we were on your site showing people how you were scamming people out of not selling them official screen paint. You're selling them house paint at the end of the day. How you don't know much about your product. And even in there, you still showed my copyright carrying on. Guess what? That was added today. because they did ask us. We went in to basically file the information. They went in and asked us, is this continuing on as of the first time you posted? We said, yes, this is right here. Timestamp of you basically going and still touching the copyrights, knowing that you're going to court. That's going to make it even worse. Knowing that you have these files against you and knowing that you're going to court on it shows you have no respect for the courts. You have no respect for us. They don't like that in the day when you have no respect for them. That's going to come heavy on you. But again, going back to you being a man at the end of the day, you're not a man at the end of the day. Don't even bother calling you one. Don't even think you're one. You have no respect for your family at all whatsoever, because they're going to lose a great deal because of your stupidity. And I don't want you getting on YouTube and crying and whining like the Karen that you are and saying, oh, it's their fault because, you know, we don't have the money for this and we don't have the money. We can't do this. And we got to pay all this money out. You did this to yourself. No one told you to go out and carry on the way that you did. You could have easily purchased my products. You could have did a review. If you didn't like the product, you could have clearly said, hey, we don't like the product. It's this, that, and the other. Okay, that's fine. It's your opinion. But to take black paint, mix my product, and call me scammers, and take my copyrighted material, repost it over and over again, and recopy it, and design it the way you want to design it, do all that nonsense in the day, taking my identity on Instagram and Facebook, and all that nonsense, that's going too far. Sent you out warnings, you didn't listen. That's 15, actually now 16 because of yesterday, or the day before yesterday, 16. And it shows in that you willfully did this, which means now it's no longer $30,000 per infringement. It's $150,000 per infringement that you're going to have to pay me back. And right after I'm done, I'm going to go right over to, I forgot where I got to go with the file for the execution of judgment and put it in a debtor's collection for them to take care of it. And that person will be coming to your house with armed police officers to remove items from your house to try to add up to what you owe so they can take it to auction, so they can sell it off to get some of the money that you owe me. So you bought that on yourself. Anything that you bought, they're not going to rip him dry where he's not going to have enough money to support his family. They're not going to do that. But life is going to be very difficult. Extremely difficult. They will have enough to get by, but not enough to live the way they want to live. And she is going to be struck with this lawsuit also too, because you two are married, which means if she divorces you, that means she's not going to be hit with a lawsuit. She divorced you before we go to court. She won't get a lawsuit. If she decides to stay with you, then she'll be hit also too. Okay, well, life is interesting in 2023. Our company's going to be expanding. I got storefronts I'm going to be looking at. Pretty soon I'll be moving out of this place and getting myself a house. And I have new technology coming out in 2024 under Alpha One. We'll get a chance to get into one of those booths, which I can't wait to get into one of those and show off our new technology. So we're going to another level, and these fellows are going to lose everything, and they're maybe going to be going to jail for doing dumb stuff. Didn't work out so well the way it did to you, gentlemen, didn't it? See, at the end of the day, let me explain something to you. I can't express this enough. My company, my business, everything I do is on my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. My site is dedicated to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Everything I have here. And when you take what he's blessed me to have and taint it, you allow the devil to come in and engulf your emotions and the feelings and allow you to carry on the way you carry on, this is your outcome. I'm going to another higher level. You now are going to have to fight for your freedom to basically keep from getting locked up for criminal charges and losing your livelihood in the process. Doesn't pay at the end of the day, really doesn't do dumb stuff. And anyone else, just a fair warning, anyone else that we find out there that's using my domain name, my company's information in any way whatsoever to slander my company, you will be next. We will be coming for you. So I would advise you start deleting fast, because I do have an attorney that does go through YouTube and other social media sites to find things. So if we find you, we're not going to send it. I'm going to give you a fair warning. I'm not sending you a cease and desist. We're going to come get you right from the door. All right? Because this year, like I said, I am trying to build my company another level, and I don't need people out there maliciously trying to tear us down when I'm trying to build something with my company. If you don't like the product and you give a review where you're saying, hey, it's not for me, blah, 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 that's your personal opinion. I ain't got no problem with that. I do that all the time when I'm doing other stuff in the day. But if you're going to be mixing our products with black paint and saying that our products are this and we're scammers that and the other, well, prepare to lose everything because I will take it all from you. Giving you a bit fair warning there. Now, I got to go in. I have to update all this information. I got to hit my bank a couple of times today because I got some things I got to pick up. And I got to get this wall over here ready. Ooh, shoot, I forgot I'm the only one on this side. I got to get this wall ready on this side for, yeah, I just thought about that when this room sits at. It's literally out in the hallway. But anyway, I got to get this wall ready and get it prepped. Oh, it's already prepped already. Get it ready for the new gunmetal technology, which I can't wait to do. And I got overseas orders to ship out. These are our last several orders we're shipping out. Just let you know, if you placed your order for the or anything we have on the site, but if you place your order will still ship out regardless because the order was already placed before the deadline. At the end, well, we're going to do it on the 2nd because we'll give people enough time. At the end, or 12 o'clock tonight, at the end of March the 1st, these items will remove. Overseas shipping will be removed. We also had announcements on Facebook because we have a lot of overseas shippers on Facebook. I do apologize for any inconveniences may have caused, but like I said, we have to conduct business. We have to. Our business needs to grow. I should be on looking at my technology and what it's designed to do, and especially having conversations with people who design these gray screens who feel that black technology doesn't even exist, that it's impossible. Our technology needs to be on that level. It has to be on that level because, again, we're doing something that nobody else is doing at the end of the day. So we need to be on that level. So whatever I got to do to get my company exposed, besides online, I'm going to get it done because it needs to be done. All right. With that being said, I got to get to work. I got much to do. Thank you all, and God bless.